If you don't realize that you have a ladder, your life will just drift away. Your boat bumps often, and your life will be just drifting life with a lot of troubles. But once you use a ladder by yourself, things can change. It's all up to you to choose where you want to go.
Hello YouTube! Your life will be dramatically changed after knowing the next most important things after life. I'm not exaggerating too much. It is true. What is the next most important things after life? If you are blaming your failures on your environments, you don't know it yet. Today, I'd like to introduce you about the next most important things after life, so that you can be a hero of your own life. Let's go. The method has been introduced in the most famous self-development book called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Please stay with me at the end of this topic if you want to become a successful person. Beforehand, please hit the subscription and like buttons. Let me get straight to the point. The answer of what is the next most important things after life is freedom to choose. I'm sure some of you might thought, what the? Actually, it's not only what I'm saying, but it's also that 7 habits of highly effective people is saying as well. That 7 of highly effective people by Stephen R. Covey, known as the king of self-development books. Mr. Covey says, in the space between stimulus and how we respond lies our freedom to choose. Alternatively, this power to choose is what defines us as a human being. What is freedom to choose? How does freedom to choose change your life? Only humans have freedom to choose. Animals don't have freedom to choose between stimuli and responses. Animals play because they want to play. Animals eat because they are hungry. Animals bark because they are angry. Animals sleep because they want to sleep. Animals have predetermined responses to stimuli. Animals don't get to choose how they live. Their happiness is dependent on their environment. If it's a dog or cat, it depends on the owner. If they want to have some money and eat more fancy meals, they cannot do that. The fate of the animals depends on its environment. We humans, however, have freedom to choose between stimulus and response. You are free to make your own choices. Your choice will make a difference in your future destiny. It sounds so natural and doesn't sound special, but Mr. Covey says there are too many of people living without realizing they have the freedom to choose. Those who are unaware of their freedom to choose, they have a constrained life. These who are aware of their freedom to choose will have infinite possibilities. Whether you are aware of freedom to choose or not, your life will be very different. To prove that, I will talk about these 2 boys for the comparisons. There are 2 16-year-old students named Michael and Tim. Their dreams are to become doctors. Michael is no good in the morning, so he always sleeps in and goes to school at the last minute. Tim is not good at in the morning either, but he decided to make a daily habit of waking up early and study for 1 hour before he goes to school. And even on his days off, Tim studies for half a day at the library. Michael, on the other hand, he doesn't go out on the weekends, as he loves playing video game at home. Michael cannot focus what his mother is saying to him, as he's busy with playing game all the time. Tim always listens with looking at his mother when she's talking to him. There was a time when Michael's mother cook wasn't good. And Michael didn't think anything at all and said, "Yuck, I don't like this taste." Tim always says to his mother, "It's delicious," even if it's not. Tim's family has always been happy. On the other hand, someone is always upset at Michael's house and there's always a fight. 10 years later, Michael bumped into Tim and said, "You are always in a good environment, weren't you? You have a nice family." Look at me, I was born in a wrong place. As you can imagine, Michael couldn't become a doctor. On the other hand, Tim's dream has been come true. The starting line was exactly the same for both of them. At the time, there were infinite possibilities for both of them. Michael is always blaming his environment and has never done any actions towards to become a doctor. It is because he has never realized that he had the freedom to choose. Their circumstance changed dramatically depends on what choice of actions or words they took on each situation. If you change your choice starting today, your life will be the way you want to be. For the future you want, you make the right choices. As long as you can do this, you will be everywhere. Work, health, money, relationships. The freedom to choose analogy is like a ladder of the boat. If you don't realize that you have a ladder, your life will just drift away. Your boat bumps often, and your life will be just drifting life with a lot of troubles. But once you use a rudder by yourself, things can change. It's all up to you to choose where you want to go. You can go everywhere you want to go. That being said, you cannot change all your choices in one day. Let's start with a little thing. For example, greet your neighbors with a cheerful smile. Appreciate more often to your surroundings. Go to bed early, and so on. Your life is a series of choices, every second of it. There are plenty of opportunities for you to change your choices. Let's stop using environment for your excuse from now on. If you don't steer your boat to where you want to go, even in such a harsh environment, you will never reach where you want to be. Once you know how to use the rudder of your own boat, I think you will be the hero of your own life from that day forward. Thank you for staying with me at the end of this topic. I will continue to bring you useful information twice a week, so subscribe to the channel and Yuji will be happy. But it's all of your freedom to choose. Thank you for watching. See you next time.
I'm a Japanese software developer who works for a government sector. Please follow me on Twitter, my YouTube channel, my blog, where you can find the details on the detail sections. Please hit the like